Brute going into the flames of Inferno. Rocketlaunchers went on to win the knife round, and they will comfortably be choosing their side. Normally, when it comes to Inferno, people love a bit of the CT side, but sometimes it changes around just a little bit, depending on what the team likes to play, how they like to do it. But it will be Rocketlaunchers to take this CT side and try to get themselves off to a good start here, Dingo. And this is the thing, right? We spoke about these two teams playing together, playing before quite recently in this cup alone. Remember, this is Rocketlaunchers' first ever tournament. And on Inferno last time, Rocketlaunchers won 16-8. Can they do it here again today? We're about to find out.
Yeah,
as soon as everyone's ready to go.
Yes, because yesterday we seen them play Inferno. I mean, they're willing to go towards it, but the problem is they didn't play it too well yesterday. They were getting caught off by a lot of aggression on that CT side. The T sides look pretty weak. They didn't have really an idea once they got forced to stop playing their own game. They had nothing to fall back on.
Yeah.
So if Brute can somehow keep that aggression up on that CT side, that could potentially be something that gets them a couple of round wins. But here's the odds from GG.Bet. 1.31 for the Rocketlaunchers, 3.26 for Brute. Of course, GG.Bet, obviously the main bookmaker of the GG.Bet Winter Cup. It does make a lot of sense. And you can start your new year with bonuses from GG.Bet. If you head over to GG.Bet and use the code GGBetCom, you can make a deposit and get 125% bonus on that deposit. So it's a pretty good deal they're running. So make sure you head over to GG.Bet. A lot of GG.Bets in there.
GG.Bet, why not? But it is time. See what Brute have to offer. Their T sides again is what we look at as being their impressive factor for this team. Capson and Soka exchanging a couple of shots, but none connecting just yet. A default style of play from Brute, and I like this. Take it slow. Be careful on Banana. Emenk, he's going to be the bait and switch. Oh! A one tap, and they might now not look for MacDaddy. MacDaddy can hear what's going on. The flashes come out, and well, it doesn't work out too well from it. Just ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, but there's already an extra player on the B bomb side to try and hold off this aggression. The other two now rotating across, and Shaq, he needs to stay alive here as well. That's key. He cannot allow himself to go down, so let him take the plant, no problem at all. But you need to wait for that backup to come in. And just as he's talking about it, just about as he's thinking about it, they start to roll in with him. The boost is coming up, and that could be huge. Shaq also working his way around. Max goes down. Soka finds him. It's a beautiful way to get the job done. And AJTT, he now needs to hold this site alone as Capson has Banana.
Well, Captain AGT looking to try and pull it off, but Shaq comes in with a great headshot. Rocketlauncher is looking good. They'll find the pistol, and on the defuse immediately. That great shots from Shaq, actually, in that retake. Good shot from him. Soka delivering the double. And Rocketlaunchers will be happy enough with the pistol pickup.
I liked it at the beginning as well. The way they play Banana for the CT side, right? Emek gets away with that first kill. And then, straight away, MacDaddy pushes out after the flash comes in. And that was the flash that came from Shaq, who'd made his way over to the B-bomb site for the 3-man stack.
Well, we find ourselves with 3 Galils for Brute into the second round alongside an AK and a Scout. So clearly, force buy is quite a prominent factor here for Brute. Let's see what they can do with it. Pull a little bit of pressure in towards mid. AGT, the front man, already up second middle, up to the top. And 3 players stand on the A-bomb side. 1 off towards the long side, that's Emek. 2 inside of the short side. 1 up in the apartments, actually. I'll put a little bit of pressure in towards A, but the play is pretty slow from Brute. Wanting to get into a better position, then they can explode. But it's definitely leaning in towards A. They have 0 control of Banana. They can't afford to go back there because they don't know what's going on.
Smoke gets put down by Soken. Means that Brute trying to push round to short is going to be a little bit harder now. To take their attention. Now more towards Arch. Emek's going to be pushed away, and they go for a bit more of a focus back towards the B site. Some shots coming through from Soka, and he actually tags up Capson quite heavily there. Def still looking towards apartments, but nothing coming his way just yet. Full focus on short here from Brute. The Brute force, the full 5-man push is the one that's going to come in, and Soka narrowly escapes, but then instantly meets his death as soon as he pokes out, as does Def's. Brilliant entries coming out here from Brute. Emenk a little bit too late to the party. And now they'll just back away. They don't want to fight into this. They don't want to risk anything else. And Brute, they did it again. It's literally when they go as a full unit, it's like 5 or nothing.
Yep. I mean, it was pretty impressive. They just slowly took control of the A bomb site, clear long, clear short position. Once everybody's ready, you just explode, and we've seen that just be so deadly to CT players when you're playing against this team. And Rocketlaunchers force back. They will save on to what they've got. But that's a classic example of the force buy working in such a way that you have a better buy than your opponent after losing a round. You know, Rocketlaunchers did well. They fought hard to win the pistol, and they still come out worse for wear.
So 1 round each early on here. This time around, remember, Brute hardly had any utility on this previous round. Now they'll be stacked up, comfortable and ready. Rocketlauncher's going to try and make it work with a lot of MP9s in play. Expect some close-up action going down between these teams. Emenk, the only one with a rifle. Still, though, I respect from Brute, not just upgrading everything. They're holding on to what they've got. And Shaq only took 9 points of damage, pushed through the flames, got himself further forward here. Flames all around him, but he's going to back away. He's not confident enough to go forward. Little did he know, if he maybe went towards logs, that could be an awesome position for him to fight from here. But he is the solo B defender, as everyone else has moved on to A. It's funny, right? We talk about Brute's success coming from the rushes and the pushing together. They then slow it right back down. Gaining that control, taking a bit more default, but will it work out for him? You've got the weapon advantage as well as the utility. And this is going to be nice. A boost going to come up, Soka put up high. Onto the pots. Pots for death.
Yeah, this is it. For me, when I first seen this Inferno, I thought, okay, this position will be cool for a little while. Then it's going to be checked, surely all the time. But nope, still useful in it. Pretty much every game we see it. Seems obviously it's all about drawing attention away from it so that you're more focused on other aspects. And that's when the chaos can unfold from the boost. Utility comes through. Smoke for Coffin, smoke for Cross. Soka moves forward, plays in the smoke well and goes over the top. Shaq able to find one. Soka stepping in with another as well. And these MP9s, they're causing problems. Might deny the bomb plant as well. Oh. But the smoke covered the bomb plant too. Max finds the kill on towards Shaq, who had to go too far out. And well, a good kill from Max, another one. And well, it's into a 3v2. And the two CTs looking desperately to get back into this bomb site. But the problem is no kit, no utility at all. There's a kit right in front of them. So if they get on towards the site, they can maybe pick that up. But finding these kills is still going to be incredibly difficult with these SMGs. Yep. The main problem is that banana player, because they can't really fight long range.
Yeah, and Brute know they can just be really defensive with this, right? Force the MP9s to come to them. Bomb ticking away, damage looking to be done here. And that's all they're wanting to do, right? Take away the weapons from their hands. He'll still go down at the end of the day. But they've done the damage, and only Max survives with the AK-47. But the good thing for Brute, it was only the Galils and Scouts, right? They didn't actually invest anything on upgrading those weapons. So now's the time they can spend and splash the cash. And Rocketlauncher will find itself in a position where they must drop down and just take the pistols. Will it be a full eco, though? One flash.
So if you come into this and look at the scoreline, I wouldn't blame you for thinking maybe Brute won the pistol, but no. Rocketlaunchers, they won the pistol, and then they lost to the force buy. And now in the position where Brute are going to go up 3-1. What was that? That was interesting. I think the slight pixel on the edge of the roof stopped it from going over. Emenk. His teammates boost up in middle. They've got a stack here, so this could be potentially a couple of kills if Brute were to go this way, but they're going to send two players back in towards Banana.
B is completely clear. Like you said, the stack is at A. Will Brute figure it out and take the chance? AJTT was hitting those shots all the way through, but it still wasn't enough when it came to Mirage. Oh, the push comes out. That flash is perfect. Easy one kill, but there was no one else waiting around. AJTT, he's back at it again. But just walk away with one for now. Deagle play is not going to come in hit for Soka, and Brute should comfortably clean this one up. AJTT is just looking for an escape route for now. Emmek's got the AK-47 though, and saving that into the next round would be ideal. He knows he could be close.
Yeah, he knows that they all could be anywhere at this point. So he's just going to back away slowly in towards T-spawn, wanting to carry this AK over. And that would be quite a bit of utility extra that you could pick up, and a better weapon on the CT side. So 2-2 is, 3-1 is the scoreline. Brute will be extending their lead further. Emmek looking to save on to the AK, and he's done so pretty well. So now they've got that in the next round to work with. We'll see what sort of buy they bring to the table. M4 is mass across the table. McDaddy hasn't invested yet, but assuming he'll go towards the he's going to go for the FAMAS to get more utility. So 3 FAMAS in play. Pretty weak buy from Rocketlaunchers, but we'll see if it's enough to get it over the line. I think Brute will be in a good position here to maybe extend the scoreline further.
We worried about Rocketlaunchers on Inferno based on what we saw from them yesterday. So far, the CT side has been a bit more of a struggle. Still early on though, we're only on round 5. 5. It's less than ideal. MN can shack with the big boy guns. FAMAS is in play elsewhere. Already we see Brute try to take this top of mid control. MN has been smoked out of position. Gonna try to spray through it, but no one's there just yet. This is very different from Brute. Everything was so fast yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm liking this though.
Hey, it's working.
It's methodical, and this is something we said they can't fall back on because they don't have it. But clearly they do on Inferno. And Rocketlaunchers, well, probably stunned by this. Under a minute in play. Brute, very slow and tentative in their approach. Although every time they've done it, it's been effective. This time they have a little bit more of a competition on the site. You've got 2 players here on the site itself. Capstan just holding, waiting for aggression, but none of that's going to be coming his way. Rocketlaunchers are also playing a very passive playstyle. We'll be using up all the time in the round here. Brute eventually are going to be committing towards this A-bomb site, and they have to do it sooner than later. Finally, the nade goes in, and it's a good one. It's a meaty nade. Smoke ready to go through as well to cause a couple of problems. If they start to throw utility in towards deaths, he can stay alive. Utility finally thrown by the CTs to try and delay and cause problems. Here come the T side. They've got no time to play with, no time for mistakes, and there goes the bomb. It's onto the site, and now Emmek just needs to stay alive. The pressure through the smoke, and Emmek does one better. He finds kills. Soka death stand all, and there it is. 2 on the board for Rocketlaunchers. They do win a gun round, and they only lose 1 player.
There was only one point where 2 Brute players poked out at the same time. Everyone else just walked to their death slowly.
Yeah, it was rather disjointed in the end, and I think
we were just praising it as well.
Yeah, I think we just scudded it, didn't we? But the thing is, they didn't force any utility out of the CT. So Rocketlaunchers, yes, they may have limited utility, but they still had it all in their back pockets. So Brute just didn't do a whole lot there, unfortunately. Molotov stops AJT from... Oh, it should have stopped him, but he's run right through it. So he's in towards Archway up long, and Emmek's not ready for it. AK to the brain, and that's exactly the AJT we see on Mirage.
Yeah, that's more like what he can deliver. Def's still going to look to try and hold on to this big position. Gets away with the first kill, straight into the second as well. There's another jumping on top of him, and AJT, he'll come in and deliver it. But this is still a winnable situation for Rocketlaunchers.
Yeah, massively winnable. McDaddy holds the cross. Player inside the pit, deep in the big pit is AJT. They've sunk their teeth deep in towards this A-bomb site. And retaking is also difficult. So Rocketlauncher's going to back away. They do damage on the AJT. Now, that should be enough to survive. He had enough to survive from the pit, but I think now he has to leave. He's got the armor, but 53 HP. He's still got to get out of there. He's going to try. And he makes it away. So that nade actually, obviously AJT would have been able to survive in the pit, but the nade put him in a territory where he would have died if he had stayed there, so he had to get away. I think he needed like 74 health or something like that to stay alive in the pit, in the corner.
Yeah, it does like 30-something damage.
Yeah. The blast radius of bombs in CS isn't actually that like wide, but verticality, it's quite a bit. Because on nuke, you can be standing on the A bomb side and still take enough damage from B.
Yeah, it's weird how they worked out the math on how bomb damage will be distributed.
I would love to see some sort of, you know the way how we have X-ray, but I'd love to see if there was an X-ray of the blast radius in like spectator client. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it shows you like some grids
go out or whatever
of the area that it covers.
I think that, well, if they haven't done it, I'm assuming, well, I would assume that it would be difficult to do, but then again, Valve took about a year to reintroduce drawing on the minimap, which to me doesn't seem that difficult. It's going to be a kill from Shaq. One kill in, man advantage as he pushes on the edge of the smoke and manages to fall away.
How Max didn't get the refrag was damn unlucky. We'll put Brute at the disadvantage though. Max hoping someone might poke back into him. He's very out in the open and he is currently alone, at least at this position. The rest of them only just getting towards Banana. Nicely done onto Shaq, looking for the second. Mac Daddy's there. And he will stand strong with the SG. Drops the incendiary grenade down, and that will delay them a little bit. Some have already made it into the site, though. They're forced back. A smoke has to be used. Mac Daddy repositions towards the site, and, well, that molly didn't work out for AJTT. Bomb gets planted. Mac Daddy couldn't delay it. A one-man advantage for this retake, but no utility. It's going to be a huge problem in this one.
Well, Rocketlaunchers want back into the site. You've got AJT just hanging in at the back. Crazy watching towards CT as Death moves forward. His hides down there, comes through and does so much damage on towards Death, but they're not going for this just yet. AJT finding 2 kills from the back lines. He wants more and he's just tapping away. Easy as they come for Brute. 5-2. And this is more like it from the T side.
Yeah, very different Brute from what we saw yesterday.
Yep. And even on Mirage.
Yeah, God, yeah. Mirage was less than ideal. Maybe it's the learning points, right?
Are we sure that we've got the video the right way around here? You know, it's not making a whole lot of sense here.
Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense, Dinko. Yeah. Sometimes CS just does CS things. As Emenk is going to go and now suddenly tap his way to success. Takes a lot of damage. Hasn't found the success yet, and the nade also takes him even lower. 18 health. His teammates pushing all positions right now. 2 from Banana, 2 from mid. They may have mid control, but the T's, they've fallen all the way back. Crazy trying to come through underpass, and well, he could go on a field day here as AJTT. He's doing it once again. This man has had a solid game, no matter what, win or lose, he's been able to deliver the damage. And now helps put a 6th round on the board for Brute as Rocketlaunchers struggle here over and over again to find even just kills, let alone an answer to it.
Well, the scary part for me about this team is yesterday their weakness on Inferno was their T side. So if you're leaving yourself with such little rounds on the CT side, you're going to have to do a lot of work on that T side. You better hope that it's brilliant. But in this situation, you take a look at what Emenk's got. He has glass cannon, but the rest have got a buy-in finally. So it might just be what they need. Buy and a win. But you have to try and keep most of their players alive because the money's still good in the bank of Brute. So even if they are to win this, the CTs will still face a buy in the next round. So they want to keep as many weapons alive as possible. And the glass cannon they've invested so much into has just been nailed down to 18 HP.
Now after being naded down to 18 health.
Well, Molotov deploys, starts to run through it. It's going to be a push on towards the site. Crazy manages one on towards Mac Daddy. Soaker stepping in and Crazy gone. Shaq will find a bomb, and that is perfect. Now we're into a 3v4. On towards the site, 40 seconds. Gap in that smoke for Shaq to play with. He'll start to do damage. It does so much, but not enough to deny the bomb plant or deny passage from AJT towards the site itself. And now 4v3. Still an advantage, but it's gone. As soon as I say it, Capson picks up a kill and pulls it right back into a 3v3. Smoke up and Banana, that separates the players from each other. They cannot help one another in the bomb. It'll be tapped. It's got to be the peak from AGT. And he will find himself the kill as well. Secure 7 for Brute. Continuing even in close situations where they've got deficits on the bomb site, they still win the retakes, they still win the post plants, and, well, this is looking good. And not so good for Rocketlaunchers. Back to another low buy.
And I said about this, right? Brute were up 16-8 last time on Inferno. Now already, Brute has got 7 rounds. A big difference between how it worked out last time. It was a 12-3 T-side first half for Rocketlaunchers on their win.
Well, at least they've still got to work on the T side, but they're going to need more than 12 on the T side at the minute. Because they've got 2. So they better believe that they can get a 13-2 T side.
With just pistols in this round, it's going to be even harder when it comes down to the initial duels. I got to respect Brute's quick change up of play in between the day. Very different from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, much more methodical. I think Inferno is one of those maps that is quite easy to do. I think if you're going to start playing methodical, Inferno is one of the maps that it's pretty set the way you're meant to play this. Max will find himself a headshot on towards Shaq, and he's gone. Advantage now on the T side to play with, and they'll slow it down. Under a minute, still plenty of time. 2 on the A bomb site. Rotation coming through. McDaddy in behind the smoke. Re-smokes on his own. Trying to signal that there could potentially be 2 players on the B-bomb site. 25 seconds. Soaker just hides him behind it as they start to come his way. It's Daxon in the front man. There's a little bit of a boost here up on top of this scaffolding. And, well, Crazy needs to be careful on top of the box. There it is. The peak. Crazy finds the headshot so fast. The Soaker did not react. Now the flank through CT can begin. MX going to fall, and now it's all on McDaddy to deliver some big deeks, and he won't find any. Max gets rid of him as well. And this is just so clear and methodical from Brute. 10 seconds, but there's an empty bomb site and a round win in their midst.
I love that as well, right? That was getting right down to the wire on time. Had the bomb planter been taken down while planting, they probably wouldn't have had the time, so they all checked it out first before he went down. Little things like that can make all the difference. And Max as well, he just walking into sites, obliterating everyone in his path. Defs is maybe hoping he can grab a weapon. Spots out Crazy, taps away, does manage to get the kill in, but he knows it's not too safe to go for that AK-47 just yet. Oh. And Max with a 4K. No problems at all for this man. 8 now up for Brute. They've already got the scoreline and they managed to achieve in the overall 16-8 game that went in favor of Rocketlaunchers just a few days ago on this same map. I don't know what's happened to Rocketlaunchers. This CT side is just quiet.
Yeah, they've just lost everything that they had on Mirage. You know, like big plays from their team, people stepping up, just hasn't really been there. It's very quiet indeed. Emmek peeking in towards middle. He's only had 3 kills, but there's a 4th added to his tally. He'll fall back in towards long and try and reposition for some further success. Rocketlaunchers with 3 players currently on the A-bomb site with that 3rd rotating just in towards library. It's Emmek completely blinded, but Des in the corner has been lined up. That's 1. Can he get a 2nd? Of course he can. He nearly gets a 3rd, but runs out of ammo. Max on the site, already picked up 2 headshots as the bomb is planted. He's been a hero again. A real chance to maybe find a 9th on the board for Brute.
Max's double spray down still gives Brute a fighting chance in this one. You're not finished yet, Max. Hitting all the shots, feeling it comfortably now. Capson goes in for the AWP shot, will just back away, and Shaq most likely to save this one up. He doesn't want to try and go for it. He knows he's outnumbered. And the time's ticking too fast. He doesn't even have a kid on him. It's going to be a 9th secured for Brute, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Despite having a slower style of play, once they get into the sights, when they start to battle back, the trading is effective. And Max, he's pulling more than just his own weight right now. This from Defs.
Yeah, that was sick from Death.
Nearly got Max as well. That would have been the game changer.
Just unfortunately ran out of ammo. 9-2. Yeah, the thing is they got rid of Max. That's everything gone. But Max is the only guy doing anything for Rocketlauncher, for Brute in that round. So a little bit unlucky. And I think that's been the case for Rocketlaunchers all day long. Shaq is going to push through. Or on Inferno long, as I should probably say. I like to see a little bit of a change in pace from the AWPer, especially when you're the only AWP in play, right? You're the weapon that has to start delivering some impact.
You've got pistols around you, but there's only so much they can do at times, as we just seen there from Jackson. No change-up coming in just yet. All we've seen is Shaq go re-position himself, but still stay towards A. 2 CTs in both sites now. No gamble stacks coming in. Brute more heavily focused towards mid and B.
.55 seconds left on the clock. Brute going to be bringing themselves back in towards Banana, looking to finish on the B bomb side. They have so much utility. Over on the CT side, there's none on M-Ink, and there's none... Oh, well, there is Smoke and Flash on Soaker. We'll see what they can do. 38 seconds. Third player rotating over. They've got the right read, but it doesn't matter because Max is on point. Another headshot. Trying to fight CT. We'll get that kill alongside AGTT. It's all on M-Ink doing his best with the Deagle, but his best is not enough. Doesn't land anything. In 10-2 on the board. Double figures reach for Brute. This could be an absolute annihilation. It already is at the moment, but obviously they could end this 13-2 at the half. Rocketlaunchers have to post some. If they don't get any more rounds than this, I think it's safe to say we'll probably be seeing that third map.
Brute are basically just saying, you 12-3'd us last time, so we're going to 13-2 you this time.
Yeah, we'll do one better.
Yeah, anything you can do, we can do better. Double AWPs back in play for Rocketlaunchers, though. Didn't find success of it last time. Can it change this time around? More aggressive position being held by Shaq, but he's instantly flashed out. He's going to try and get this opening kill, and he does onto Daxon. This is the start they needed. And now they've got the lead. They don't want to lose it.
Yeah. The thing is, if they find 5 here, we already discussed how strong the T side of Rocketlaunchers can be. So if they get 5 at the half, it's certainly recoverable. But this is a good start in round number 13 to potentially change things. The double up setup could be the pivotal factor for them. Brute, what is their reply after losing the early map? Because some teams crumble when they lose that advantage. When things start going against them, do they have something to fall back on?
Brute now being pushed away from mid. Utility coming into use for Rocketlaunchers. But they don't want to use too much yet because Brute, still with 4 alive, haven't decided exactly where they need to be going. Rocketlaunchers seem to have an idea that it could be going towards B. Little do they know the mid control has already been had now by Brute, and they could actually walk around Arch and make their way all the way across the B.
Yeah, that'll be a play.
Soaker's looking for it, but even still.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of Soaker, when you send enough people at him, is going to be relatively easy because he has nowhere to fall back from, no cover. He's got to really rely on his teammates, and they have got a pro inside Banana. AJT is going to be charging forward. Soaker has got a bit of an angle here, actually, up on top of the half wall, but he's going to miss the first shots. Oh my god, that's so bad. Finds 10 seconds. All he needs to do is hold, and Caps will find the kill, but the bomb is on the floor. It's been picked up, and Shaq's in the back lines. He's in dark. He has to peek this. Surely, just deny the bomb plant, and it's over. Kill comes through. Shaq lets it happen. And well, it is another here for Rocketlaunchers. It may have been scary, but they do pull it off in the end.
Finally, another round put on the board here for Rocketlaunchers. But even then, it wasn't the prettiest of rounds. It wasn't the cleanest.
Yep.
They still hold on to this double AWP setup.
At least it's something. They need the last 2 here, though, to make this competitive.
MacDaddy, he's not been having a great game. He was really strong on Mirage. They drop over his M4 to Soaker, and he'll take the MP9. Team player. I like him.
Or just the Mitch, shall we say. Well,
Mitch, the one that is so bad that he must always donate his weapon.
well, Soaker, he's going to find himself the kill towards Crazy, but he only manages 1 kill. M-Ink and MacDaddy delivering some impact, and this is much better. Clean round wins is what they need, and they could just grab that as Capson is the last remaining player. It always seems like teams are never going to get 13-2. Even when everything's just been going so strong, teams always manage to find a way just to chip a few away at the half and make it somewhat close.
Yeah, quick change around comes in, then it's like, oh, we've worked out how this works.
There we go.
This is all normal again.
Imagine if we did this a little bit earlier on when we could have found, 7 rounds on the board.
And this is what I mean, right? Because obviously we have X-ray, we have the radars and everything. We've seen it so many times, right, where a player, just 1 second difference, and he would have had that kill because he would have seen it, he would have positioned himself in the right spot, wouldn't have died there, or these things that come down. It's such minor details in a game as beautiful as Counter-Strike, which is why we get these kind of moments, why we see these comebacks. And they're going to be looking for a 5th round now. No problem on the buy, at least, for Brute. They held on to their economy really strong throughout all of this. Constantly repurchasing the orbs, but Capson, we praised him at the beginning of this series for his orb deliverance. He struggled against Emeng on Mirage, and this game he's only had 5 kills so far. Yes, his T-side orbing on Inferno. Yes, it's slightly harder, but he needs to have a little bit more impact than this. This could be his chance, though. Daxon flashes out.
Yeah. Daxon gets his way in towards logs. But this position is good enough to get the jump. And will spam, and Shaq has been dropped to 20. That nade, oh my god!
How does he survive?
Just because it landed on the other side of the wall, in terms of the other side of the road, he survives because that certainly looked like it was going to grab him. But of course, nades in this game do nothing really.
They are unique with what nade damage you will take. Sometimes you lose half your health, sometimes you lose 2.
And I think a grenade landing right beside you is definitely going to do more than 14 points of damage.
Mate, I'm not getting back up if someone's throwing a grenade at me and it's landed next to me. That's it. It's GG.
It's more than everything else that explodes around you and just like shrapnels all over the place.
Yeah. We've got some old school pinpoint accuracy grenades that just land where it is.
Exactly where you want it to go.
Boom. Ah, didn't
it's like
hit me.
Molotovs made of glass that just bounce off every surface. Molotovs would be quite useless if they didn't bounce in this game, though.
Yeah, the incendiary itself makes sense, right? Because it's probably a harder material.
Yeah.
But the Molotovs, the TSAT, it's just glass. It should break.
Well, he's going to peek. He's going to find one. Crazy gone. AJT will find himself a follow-up, and Emeng coming in with the AWP. They need this 5th. They need it badly. And now they've got a retake for it. It's something they haven't been able to do successfully time and time again, is retake this B-bomb site. You've got to give it to Brute. Their holds have been good. Their post-plants have been strong. And Max has got himself into a deadly position.
Yeah, Shaq's not going to expect someone pushed up so close. The thing is, Max doesn't want to push anywhere further forward from here. Good use of the incendiary grenade coming out from Shaq. Oh, Soka, they both double peek it. Nicely done, but they're low on health. They need to push round for this.
Time.
Actually playing, and there's no time for them to get this defused. An 11th round secured for Brute. 11-4. The execute was on point, but the shots were not. And once again, it's Max and AJTT able to step up for their team.
Well, they got 12 rounds on the T side the last time. So if they win 12 this time, they win. So that's maybe a possibility, but it's definitely going to be difficult. The odds from GG.Bet certainly think that is the most unlikely of outcomes, as they give Brute 1.31 odds to win map 2, 3.26 over to the Rocketlaunchers. And if you obviously are involved in GG.Bet and you want to go over to the website, head over there and use the code GG.Bet.com on your to make a deposit, and you will get 125% on the deposit. So it's not bad.
You love to see it. And if you're a fan of Rocketlaunchers, you do not love to see the current scoreline, but you should still have faith in their T-sides. Interestingly enough, though, for Brute, we praise what their T-sides are. But their CT side now is going to still have to be a lot better than what we've seen, Dingo, because that's where they fell apart over and over again. They've got the individuals, they've got some of the real heavy hitters to come out. They've definitely got the rushes down on the defaults, but on their CT sides playing off each other, it didn't really show up. As we go for a tour of Infernos, the teams wait to ready up. There you go, you can hear it. Ready,
yeah,
ready,
the
ready.
quick bathroom break or whatever the players have decided to do. Maybe a team talk. We'll see. Rocketlaunchers now on the T side. They need the pistol in every round at this point.
Yeah.
But we'll see if they can pick this up. It would be a good start. Good chance to build momentum. Molotov and a smoke in the hands of Emenk. Smoke double flash for deaths. The rest on Kevlar. We'll see what the plan is and which way they decide to go with this. Straight away, Shaq is running up towards B along with most of his team as they split in towards the apartment. So a little bit of a default stance coming through. 2 in towards Banana, 1 holds towards bottom middle, and 2 head their way towards second mid. I don't really know how I feel about defaults on T-side pistols with Glocks.
Yeah, Glocks are a bit more of a difficult. That's why we often see the P250 thrown over them. But I find more players now feel a bit more comfortable. Like, we've even seen some of those crazy plays with the Glocks of even going long distance on a map like Train with it.
Yeah. So we'll see whether or not Rocketlaunchers can get this done. They were just hoping to see if they could spot any aggression early. Once nothing comes their way, when they get no opportunities presented to them, they group up instead and back inside of Banana. They've still got that full util. Molotov ready to clear and limit some positions, but they're actually going to go back towards A. Well, they're having a little walk. Nice. We had a tour of Banana, now they're having a tour.
They're making sure they're visually ready for every corner, every angle.
It's like, this is Banana. These are the potential angles that we will have to fight. But Max is sitting back in this long position. Now, this is obviously very strong. He should be able to pick up 1, unless they smoke him off, and then that becomes problemsome. Where's the smoke going to go? Smoke's up. 1 for deep towards Moto, 1 for the pit, and while Max will try his best as the flash comes up in his face, they put pressure on towards the archway. This could be deadly as they start to wrap long. They don't care about the archway player. They sprint on towards the bomb site. Flash up in the air. 2 players in pit though. That's a problem for this T side. They have so many players to get rid of. Finally get 1, but they're not going to expect Capson, but Soka's seen him, and he drops him. Capson was not ready for them to be so aware of his current position. And now it's going to be a 3v2, an advantage on the CT side as they look to hold on. Emenk in the middle does a little bit of tap damage off towards Library, but this round should be in the bag if the CTs can land this kill in towards Pit.
Tapping away, Max and Daxon to finish off it finally. Brute. This is scary.
Yeah, well, 12-4. They're going to try and send us to that 3rd map. They find the pistol, and now a chance to start to develop this scoreline further.
For the decider, we're going to go and get Dust 2.
Yeah, Dust 2 will be, I think it'll be about 50-50, as it pretty much always is, especially with these kind of teams, right? Because they're pretty close, evenly matched. We've seen Mirage be fairly close. So, Dust 2 could certainly be a Mirage on steroids.
Mirage fairly close.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had an opportunity for them both to do pretty well.
You're being very kind here, Dinko, to Brute.
I am. But the thing is, Brute had opportunities. They just looked a little bit rough at times. But they've warmed up into the series.
Oh. Max may find 2, but Mac Daddy will at least take down Daxon at B. Still, though, either way, Brute have the 1-man lead, and they don't need to push into it. They've also done a hell of a lot of damage onto Emenk, who's going to back away. Now Brute can just now go back and sit in the sights.
Well, Max
He's hitting everything.
Yeah, he just continues to be a beast, really. We've seen that on Mirage as well. That was something.
Yeah, we thought he was just getting away with that position, like, just craziness. No, he can just seem to be able to do it no matter where he goes. But Mac Daddy, he says anything Max can do, I can do better. I'm going to find my way into a site. I'm going to give us a fighting chance with this one. The Galil in his hand. The site is clear. The bomb's going to be planted, but Emenk still so low on health after that initial engagement he had. Crazy Capson and Max trying to retake this. The smoke is down, but it's only going to give cover for a little bit longer now.
And when McDaddy just sits back, Lesson come forward. Cap's able to find 1. McDaddy stepping in, finding another. A second kill from the back line. Looking for the ace as well, but it's not going to come through. A 4K overall and 10 HP for Crazy. McDaddy nearly pulls it all off, but Crazy gets the defuse, and that's heartbreak for McDaddy. He could have done enough for his team, but it's 13-4, and we're 3 away from victory.
McDaddy at this point is saying, is there anything else you guys need me to do? Because he gave it his all. He gave it his best. He played well from the position. They even gave him the 1v1 opportunities every step of the way.
Yep.
But still, Brute, they seal the deal. They secure the round. Now they buy up into the M4s. The Rocketlaunchers buy is pretty respectable. Shack up on the Mac 10, might go for a bit more of an explosive push. Mac Daddy wants to play off of locks again, but deaths. In the meantime, we'll find Capson elsewhere. That weakens the A-site defense, but no rotation coming over from the B players yet because there's still a lot of noise coming their way.
Well, Shaq up towards top banana. Trying to clear things with his Mac 10. But Rocketlaunchers really have scrapped together everything they possibly can. Brute should be feeling very happy, but they've lost that initial kill. They will get it back though. Crazy's patience in the bedroom pays off.
B certainly seems likely. Plenty of utility for Rocketlaunchers to use. They push Shaq up front with the Mac 10, running around. Maybe he can take some of that initial fire out. But Brute, they seem completely ready for this. The first flash goes over. AJTT has to fall back into it. Daxon spraying away with the MP9, and he gets away with 2 long distance. This is just not working out for Rocketlaunchers. MX pokes up, but he gets knocked straight back down. And Brute, 14 rounds up. Rocketlaunchers down and out of it, and something is so seriously wrong here.
It feels like every round that Brute are just not really tested. The last round was only because Mac Daddy stepped up that it was even a 1v1, right? Otherwise, we're looking at another clean round win for Brute. So this is not a good map for Rocketlaunchers. Starting to question why they picked it. Yesterday, they looked so bad.
And where's the call-outs? Where's the timeouts?
Yep.
You've got a coach. He's literally on the server. Rocketlaunchers, call for the timeout, please. If you want to have a hope in hell's chance of battling back into this one, or are you just conceding straight away and saying we're going to go to Dust 2?
I think at this point they're probably just mentally giving up. Because they're
broken.
yeah, because they're rushing into bomb sites and they're just getting absolutely annihilated with nothing going their way at all. And in this round they've only got pistols, so it's going to be a map point for Brute. And well, we'll probably see our third map come up pretty quickly after this.
That third map is Dust 2.
I've just had a look back, Banks.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've seen so much CS. You're completely correct. Mirage was not close at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
My brain was just messed up.
I was trying to help you out, but you were really right in the hole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just giving him a lot of credit there.
Yeah. I was like, I just remember Max, and I was thinking maybe that is close. But then
Max did well, right?
yeah, that's the only
did well.
thing. That must have been the only thing in my brain that was thinking that for some reason.
His plays got you so loved up with his action that you were like, surely they got more than 8 rounds.
Nope. Jeez. Wow. That's just that's horrible. And well, they've clearly changed things up. 14-4, looking to try and end it. Capson sits back with the AWP in the corner, and Rocketlaunchers want to go forward. Should be an easy first kill for Capson unless this flashbang is effective. And well, it's not. So Capson not getting a kill. He will go back forward, and of course he hits the harder shot on towards Shaq, and it's a headshot just for extra style points. And they start to run in front long. The lineup is there. Kill on the M4. Up finding another. Max doing well, but Soaker on the CZ manages 1 kill. Looking for a bomb plant. That would be definitely enthusiastic of him. And 15-4. Brute want to end this. Final buy coming in from Rocketlaunchers.
Problem I've got here for Rocketlaunchers now is Brute are demolishing you on your map pick. You did demolish them, but in a less convincing fashion of what the current scoreline holds. Then we're going to Dust 2, which is such a momentum-based map, and Brute are going to be loving life. Yeah,
they're going to be feeling mentally in charge of this, and quite evidently physically in charge of it as well, because 15-4, they haven't done anything here, Rocketlaunchers, at all. God, this is not what you want on your map pick.
I don't know what's gone wrong for him.
I think it's just lack of preparation. I think, obviously, when you take a look at the map pool, it's so weak. After being such a new team, they didn't look good on T-Side Inferno yesterday. That's why it's a bit of a shock for me that they even decided to pick it, because against Ambush, they were getting toyed with like they were just matchmaking. Oh, Soaker. Good kill, though. They've got a 2-man advantage. Perhaps Brute getting a little bit ahead of themselves, but a good push from Crazy results in 1 kill.
Crazy doesn't check it and just goes out to his death. This will allow Rocketlaunchers a good chance to push onto the site. AJTT knows that they can come from both sides now. He's got to listen out for the footsteps and work this in. Starting Starts off strong. Has 100 health still as well. Emenk deals away with Daxon, but they can't get rid of AJTT. They're very low on health, and he's just going to spray him down. No way does he get away with this. Surely not. Soka, you need to help your teammate out.
What's he doing? Oh, if he gets a smoke off, this is the only way out of this site. And he went for the smoke, but this time Soka gets rid of him. God, that was way too close, and I don't know why he stayed alive for so long. Soka was in a position where he could have killed him about 10 times, but eventually he goes, oh yeah, I could do that, and takes the kill.
Well, Rocketlaunchers do post up a 5th round at least.
Yeah, of course. Backs against the ropes, you know. This is when they start a little comeback just to be destroyed at some point. Or not. Or they pull back.
Well, the thing is, both Max and Capson went super aggressive, right? He pushed all the way down to the bottom of apartments in Max, and then Capson was out in window. And oh my god, they're pushing down straight away again. They're looking to try and get this round over and done with to get the guns back in their hands. Action galore, and Rocketlaunchers, they grab it all. Only Shaq dying out there, but Brute, they don't really care at this point. They're just looking to get these rounds over and done with so they can try and close out the game with the proper guns in their hands. AJTT is going to drop a scout over towards Capson. Maybe some upgraded pistols alongside it. Some armor there for Daxon as well. And the Mag 7. AJTT likely to go apartments with that one.
Whoa, Capson tries to cross and gets away safely. AGT going to be dropped to low HP and finally is finished off. He cannot do anything on the Mag 7. Oh, this round is not off to the greatest. It starts for Brute, but we'll see what Dax can do with the Deagle. 1-2, this is brilliant. Has an AK, and it's going to go for the spray. He will do damage to the smoke, but no kill. Soka recovers, and we're back into a 3v3. We can take a deep breath. Finally, Rocketlaunchers have recovered.
This is a winnable situation, though, for Brute still.
Yep.
Yes, they don't have the weapons. Yes, they don't have the utility. But there is an AK down at B. Max is making his way back over towards A. He's going to cover off the arch area. Crazy's going to be trying to do his best to hold on in pit. He's the only one there for now. Timing's going to come down to this, and he's seen it. The jiggle peek from Soka will help him stay alive. Instead, grenade goes down because he doesn't want to be pushed anytime soon. Max will get swiped from the side, and Crazy, he's just hanging in big pit right now. 1 kill walked away with. Crazy, he's so frantic with this. He's waiting for Capson to come across. Capson's picked up the AK and is now going to try and give him some backup with this one. Defs has not yet challenged it. He's making some noise though. Luckily gets away with the kill. Crazy, unable to do anything else with it, and surely Capson just falls away from this.
Well, he's going to go forward on the edge. Emmett's on the site and got the kill. And well, Capson knows he's got money in the next round, so he was trying to do some damage, potentially build the stats a little bit, but he is on the quieter side of things. 15-7. Brute could do it here and take away Inferno. Send us that third map, does too. And we are certainly ready for a great round here, because look at the buy from Rocketlaunchers, coming in with everything they could possibly want after winning quite a few in a row. Potentially, this is where they start their comeback. Then I'm starting to believe that it's potential.
Crazy amount of mollies up there for Rocketlaunchers as well.
Boost.
Still gets away with it. Capson boosted up. You called it, Dingo. And Capson delivered the kill. Emenk down and out already. This means that Rocketlaunchers have to make a bigger play in order to try and grab control of this round if they want to continue this fight back against Brute. Such a massive deficit for them. They're getting 3 rounds in a row now as Brute sit on match point. Working their way up towards the top of middle. They have full control because the CTs have just given it up in the first place.
Crazy playing on the hay bill. Smoke over the top, using it as a headshot angle. I like that. That's quite a good way of playing that. And Crazy will find himself a follow-up kill. Oh. Mac following up, and well, this looks like it may be just over. Soka will do his best moving in towards the site. His Capson looking for the pick on the sniper. He will not be able to collect the kill instead, as human advantage will ensue for Brute.
Oh, Crazy. Poor guy. Spam it. Spam it, Capson. Bomb gets thrown over, so they will be able to get the plant in either way. 4v2. The odds are stacked against Rocketlaunchers. Crazy trying to poke out and pre-fire some spots. Capson finally deals away with Soka, and Crazy from the side. 16-7 Brute. They do it on Inferno. Last time they got 16-8, and that was a loss to Rocketlaunchers. This time they've turned it around.
Yeah, it was a much more convincing showing from these guys, because obviously when on Mirage they had signs of life from Max. Not exactly a great performance overall.
Yeah.
But here on the second map, they completely changed everything. And I think Rocketlaunchers picking this map is a huge mistake. I don't think going towards this map is a good idea.
You questioned it from the start, right? Because of what we saw when they played against Ambush yesterday. It really was lackluster. Nothing changed today. No. And even after they had an incredible Mirage game. So Dust 2, a lot of momentum going Brute's way. Yep. It's a 50-50 map in many ways, and we'll have to see how that one goes. But as always, it's time for us to go to our break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back real soon with the rest of the GG.Bet Winter Cup. It's Dust 2 between Rocketlaunchers